Kaylani, and today I'm reacting to Post Malone and Morgan Wallen's song, I Had Some Help. This song was bringing me back to my country roots. I listened to a lot of country and probably have been to more country concerts than not. Maybe it's about 50-50 at this point, but my youth, that's what it was all about. 4-H, going to the farm. I went to horse camp, so I felt like, this setting, I totally am familiar with it, and it was a lot of fun. I played a little bit of country song bingo, and if you noticed any other things that I missed, I would love to know. This song is very much about a breakup and someone's feelings, about what is fair and isn't fair, perhaps, in the storytelling of that breakup. And I'd love to hear what your interpretations or thoughts are, even if this has been a common experience for you. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, please like, subscribe, share. It would mean the world to us as we grow our channel and continue to provide you with this content that has been so much fun in creating a conversation and a community around curiosity, mental health, and just what it means to be human and share those experiences that we might not talk about as often with the people in our lives. Without further ado, please enjoy. Okay, country post. From the back, I wasn't sure that was him until now in the music video, and I'm like, I don't know. I see it. He even has like the country boy swagger. Like he walked in, and I was like, that's a country boy walk. I grew up in the country, so I could say that. I grew up on a farm in northern Minnesota. It was very rural. These are people I understand.
You got a lot of nerve, don't you, baby? I only hit the curb 'cause you made me. Like I'm the only one. Why'd you throw them stones at you? Had a wild heaven on it too. Living in your big glass house with the view. I thought you knew I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend. If you couldn't tell, they say teamwork makes a dream work. Hell, I had some help.
What I'm picking up so far and what I'm thinking about is, I don't know, there's some people that I know where their relationship is really based around drinking and alcohol, and then it gets to a point where, well, I'm not happy with this behavior or that behavior, and they're noticing that, it's because you're drinking and blaming it on that. And I think that could be confusing for the other person if they feel like, well, you were participating in all of this too. Like, you're the one who said, let's open up the bottle of wine, or et cetera, et cetera. Like, don't act like you didn't help me pull that bottle off the shelf. Things like those comments are making me feel that way. Teamwork makes the dream work. Hell, I had some help. So getting to that point, I can see how that is a thought. I also would say, like, alcohol affects everyone differently, and we have to be aware of our own system and how it's responding to alcohol, and is it affecting the relationships? Is it affecting the goals that we have in life? Is it affecting our ability to just live well? Because everyone knows a hangover the next day is no fun, and definitely is going to really make the quality of that day just go down, down, down. So some of the lyrics I can agree with and empathize that, yeah, I get it. If we want a partner and a partnership that's built on health, then we also have to make sure that we're not contributing to someone's problem or just enjoying the fun of alcohol without realizing that there might be consequences. And at the same time, you have to have some self-awareness to realize if you in particular are making decisions or doing things that aren't in alignment and aren't like good, that alcohol isn't affecting you in a good way, like he just got kicked out of the bar, for example, then maybe that it should be, these are little signs that we could pick up on, that I'm not able to follow social norms when I've been drinking alcohol, or I'm being kicked out of establishments. That's something to pay attention to. So I want to hear more, learn more about the story. I may be getting it right, might be getting it wrong. That's what I'm feeling so far, though. Country songs is Post Malone in now? Like, it's more than one, right?
I mean, is Tay-Tay technically country?
Oh, is she anymore? I don't know if we would consider her country anymore, I guess, right? Okay, yeah, that's like just like a ballad, but...
He can kind of dip,
Can he be in anything? Is that what he's created? Is that he could just do anything?
Probably, I mean, yeah, he's versatile.
Wow, interesting. Okay, so... Yeah, I even I reflect back truly and deeply even on I'm on my second marriage, and that's the one that'll stick in, and I'm very, very happy. But I was married to someone, and some of these lyrics I feel them when it comes to that story of, I don't think at the time, having realized maybe the way that I had contributed, and I think it's so easy to point fingers and blame in a breakup, to say, oh, it was you and this is why. It does take two to tango, no matter what. Did we create a safe space for there to be open communication? Was there grace given? Was there understanding? Were we honest? Were we trying to be honest and create that foundation? All of those things really can contribute to whether a relationship does well or doesn't. And it's been such an important piece of me now becoming a relationship therapist and doing a lot of work with couples. I've really self-analyzed and tried to pay attention to the way that I show up in my relationships and taking ownership of that. But a lot of this I could see is someone feeling hey, quit telling everyone that it's all me. This was a joint effort, the demise of our relationship. And I think that is true. I also think this is a song possibly about someone who hasn't done their own work to self-reflect, because there's not a whole lot of taking ownership that I'm hearing. But I'd love to know what you think, as always. Maybe your interpretation is different in some way. Also, I've never heard of Morgan Wallen, more so because Wallen, thank you. Can't even say his name. Jeepers. Sorry, Morgan. And that is not because you're not out and about. It's because I am not, honestly, very good at exposing myself to new music. So it's an oddity that this is what I'm doing. But it has been so much fun, and I've really enjoyed it.
He's like Taylor Swift does. He's so famous.
No.
He had 10 songs in the top 10 or something like that.
So there, people are going to ridicule me for saying that.
Yeah,
I'm going to be murdered in the comments.
The fact that you've never heard of Morgan, you pronounce his name wrong, that is adorable.
No, I mean, okay, it is not for lack of respect, Morgan. I swear to you, I'm just a nerdy girl who reads a lot of books, and I need to get out more. That's the honest truth. I swear it. Oh my gosh. I'm truly embarrassed. Okay, we got to finish this. We got to wrap this up.
Baby, you blame
It was Post and his gyrating hips that was making me laugh. It's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. He had a little rhythm. It was really funny. Yes, I think that this is a sentiment that probably lots of people have at the end of a breakup. There are still raw feelings and emotions, and oftentimes, unfortunately, breakups don't have like a compassionate closure. This seems like something, it was like a Band-Aid that was ripped off and some raw skin exposed still. So defenses are high. It is unfortunate. I think what isn't being said here is that, it's really unfortunate when there's someone that you share a connection with and you share intimate time with. It seems like all of that compassion is so quickly lost in this type of a messier breakup. I would classify this as a messier breakup. And that is really sad. When we talk about emotions, especially emotions like anger, which this song definitely has some resentment, some anger, frustration in the mix, I always picture it like an iceberg. And an iceberg, it's only 10% that is above the surface, and it's 90% underneath. So it's 10%, this sense of like, hey, you were messing up too, and you're not perfect. You can't be sitting in your glass house in this like frustration. But also underneath that anger, what's fueling that anger is likely a deep sense of loss and sadness that things got so messy at all, that the relationship is in such a state of pointing fingers and that there can't be civility. And probably a sadness that this partner couldn't accept them as they were in this example, like in their drinking. Largely what is shown in the music video is like almost like two really good dude friends being like, you're single, let's go out to the bar, let's have a good time. And a bit of a celebration of freedom is more what you see in the music video, which really adds like opportunities for comedy that were really fun. And this is like totally they're so good at, they hit all of the country marks, right? Like there has to be country song bingo, but here we have like just like a rural country bar, check. Very familiar with those. That was like what was around in the area that I grew up in, northern Minnesota. So check. Country bar, American flag, check. Pickup truck, check. Cowboy hats, check. There's flannel, check. Cigarette, check. Like, did we nearly have a full board? There must have been things that I missed. What are some other quintessential country song things? I mean, I didn't see a dog, actually. Did I miss that? Was there a dog? Yeah, the points are pretty high for this one. So this was a fun song. So sorry, once again, Morgan, for not being in the know. I'm just getting old and washed up, and I'm just this is my attempt to just stay connected. So if you know that, have some mercy on me. As always, thank you for liking and subscribing and being a part of the journey that is Delightfully Dysfunctional. James and I have so much fun creating this content for you. And when you subscribe, it helps us have the ability to provide more. And we are wanting to really create a community that is about compassion and curiosity before judgment, and a safe place where we can explore all of the emotions of the human condition. So be sure to check out our podcast, Delightfully Dysfunctional, as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.